If you have established desert shrubs like Texas sagebush, Bougainvillea, or Lantana rooted in the native clay soil, you need to do this exact trim right now to guarantee a massive explosion of flowers this fall. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to trim these bushes so that way you can have a colorful fall. And if you're new here, my name is Shanice from Sunshine Gardens. Let's start right here with my Lantana bush. And to be specific, this is a Western Indian Lantana bush. It's slightly different than other Lantana bushes. These are native species and their deep taproots handle our heavy Glendale clay beautifully, but by late August they become incredibly leggy and wild. And if you take a closer look at this plant, you will see the black seed pods. This will drain energy from the plant, so you need to remove it immediately. Take a clean pair of gardening shears and cut the entire plant back. You want to take down about 6 to 12 inches from the ground, and don't be afraid to trim this bush. By removing them today, you force the Lantana to stop wasting resources on seed production and immediately shift its energy into developing fresh, heavy flower buds for the autumn turnaround. And just a safety tip, I don't like to use gloves, but you could use gloves when trimming this bush. It can cause skin irritation. The branches have very tiny spikes, but other than that, it's a thornless plant. And I never had a bad experience with it. Look at the amount that we had to cut today. But we let it overgrow to provide shade for the chickens. This is what it looks like after I trimmed it. Right now it looks a little bit ugly, but after a few weeks it'll grow back and bloom. Next, let's trim up this Bougainvillea that received weeks of heat waves. And I'll be using the shears for this plant too. So this is our overgrown 40-year-old Bougainvillea bush. And yes, it's blooming a little bit, but we still need to trim it back. And as you can see, it has a lot of wild runners sticking out all over the place. But we kind of let it overgrow so that way it can protect the chickens and the ducks during the summer. But now is the perfect time to give it a light trim. Here is the science that you need to know about bougainvilleas. They only bloom on new wood. If you leave these long, old runners alone, your fall bloom will be sparse. So we need to tidy them up right now by trimming back the wild canes. This minor cosmetic grooming forces the plant to push out fresh side branches, creating the perfect new wood for a massive wave of vibrant fall flowers. And it is a little bit time consuming, so make sure that you do this as early as you can. And just a little safety reminder to always be careful when you're using shears. This is going to stimulate the plant to grow and create airflow. Avoid over pruning and just trim the tips. And I'll repeat this process all the way around the bush. Always be careful when handling the runners. Bougainvilleas do have thorns. And I would describe the thorns as being very mild. They will poke you, but they won't cause like severe damage. This is what the Bougainvillea looks like after it got trimmed. It doesn't look like much now, but in the fall, it'll bloom all over. Our next stop is the Texas sage, also known as the barometer bush. This plant is famous for exploding into a wall of purple flowers right after our humid August monsoons and rainstorms. To maximize that bloom, give it a light, selective haircut by hand right now. Do not use electric hedge trimmers or shears. Instead, use mini hand shears. Avoid trimming this bush into a tight, stiff ball. Squaring it off right now will cut away all the active blooming nodes. Instead, hand snip the leggy outer tips at different lengths. Tipping it back naturally activates the nodes right as the weather breaks, setting you up for a spectacular purple display. No safety tip for this bush. It's thornless and won't irritate your skin. This is what the sage bush looked like after I trimmed it. And as you can see, I barely trimmed this shrub. This will get it to bloom for fall. Here's a golden rule for all 3 shrubs. Keep this cleanup strictly cosmetic. We are only tipping them back to remove the messy overgrowth. During this time, you do not want to heavily prune them down to the thick wood. Plants still need the remaining leaf canopies to shield their root zones from the rest of the summer sun. And tender vegetation growth will be completely wiped out by the winter frost. So leave that heavy structural cutting for late winter. If you want to watch these 3 desert shrubs explode with color this fall, make sure to subscribe for more desert gardening videos.